Relief at the pump? The White House says China will finally be forced to pay market price for oil as the administration temporarily lifts sanctions on millions of barrels of Iranian oil.
Here to break down what all of this means for you and your wallet is Sunday Morning Futures anchor Maria Bartiromo. So apparently releasing this oil will help bring oil prices down. But talk to me about the China aspect of this. It's sort of like we still want China to get the oil, or else we wouldn't be trying to keep this Strait of Hormuz open, because they're the ones who get the most oil from it. Absolutely. But yet we want them to pay market prices for it.
Well, look,
break it all down.
The president, thank you. Great to be with you guys.
Good being with you.
The president wants to ensure that there's enough oil on the market to push prices lower. So what did he do? Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, broke this news on Mornings with Maria last week with me on Fox Business. And they unsanctioned 140 million barrels of oil that have been sitting at sea, in tankers at sea. And so that oil was specifically geared to go to China. And now this oil is going to be sold at market prices, and it will add more oil to the global markets. You're right. The president is not trying to hurt China in all of this, but he needs more oil on the global markets so that prices, simple supply and demand. Right. More oil on the market will send prices lower. Now, this is specific to the 140 million barrels that was on the sea. It's not allowing Iran to sell more oil. They're still keeping on their maximum pressure campaign on Iran.
And the reason that is key is because this does not apply to new oil that gets pumped, because critics are saying that this is a handout to Iran in the midst of a war with Iran, and like we're allowing funding for both sides. That's not what's going on.
No, of course not. The president has the maximum maximum campaign on Iran. But let's face it, with oil at $100 a barrel, these Middle Eastern nations are getting enriched. Now, Iran is not. It's got lots of sanctions on there, so it's not really able to do business with oil. But some countries have been getting oil, like China, buying 90% of Iranian exports below market prices. So China has been, really in many ways been complicit. And in terms of this whole war, and before this, been supporting Iran by buying 90% of its exports. Now, what Iran has been actually very effective at is they have been able to intimidate oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. And the president wants that strait open now. That's why you guys reported earlier, there's this ultimatum in place. He put the post out last night. Open that Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours or disaster. They are going to obliterate the power plants in Iran. Why? Because Iran has these cheap drones, and they send out these cheap drones to these oil tankers. And even though these oil tankers are $100 billion tankers, they're able to send these drones, intimidate them that it's going to hit the hull, it's going to cause an oil spill, whatever. That's why we are doing a deep dive this morning on drone technology. By the way, have you seen any drones in your neighborhood? They're all over the place in big cities, and that's because of public safety. I've got the CEO of Skydio, which has all of those drones all over in big cities. We're going to talk about that. And also the CEO of AeroVironment, Wahid Nawabi. These two drone companies are going to be recipients of a lot of that supplemental money. Of course, we're also talking about the latest out of the war with UN Ambassador Michael Waltz, and we're going to get into the SAVE Act, continuing your discussion with the author of the SAVE Act, and that is, of course, Mike Lee, Senator from Utah.
Okay. And
by the way, we're also
to throw in there as well.
Let me just say, it's the highest of the holy days. Easter is in 2 weeks. I mean, Passover is coming up right behind it, and we are praying for our soldiers. So we've got Cardinal Dolan talking to us about
That's
that.
fantastic.
Okay.
Maria, great to have you here on the couch.
Thank you so much. Great to see you guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.